Welcome back, Gainers, to another crazy, super fantastic, exciting episode of ComicGains. And if you're new to the show, I'm Adam.
I'm Zach, and this is Princess, Her Royal Highness, looking very lovely today, just like usual, doing that princess wave. There's Coco. Bow down.
Yeah, her hair color changed again, even further, if y'all notice. I think like every week it's going to be a different color. I don't know, that'd be tough.
That'd be tough.
We'd probably destroy it at that point. All right, guys. So today is Saturday, and we got a special Saturday video for you because I don't know if it's going around like the whole country, but all of our comic shops nearby all didn't get their shipments. So we have no new comics. Didn't have Marvel or DC this week. So we're like 2 weeks behind on DC and now a week behind on Marvel. I know Princess was really excited to get that new Death of Doctor Strange, Elsa Bloodstone cover. Hopefully you guys got that. I don't remember if it was in our pull box or not. I'm going to be hunting for it. So that's kind of what I'm excited about. But since we don't have new comic books to share for you, Princess did get, I don't know if you guys all saw this on Whatnot, on Christmas Day, they did the Tyler Kirkham mystery box, which was $100. And they had like, I want to say there was 100 or 140 or something like that were available on the show. And they started going like really quick. And there some really cool stuff in here. So we're going to share that with you guys. So that's going to be kind of the main thing. And we decided to all give you guys some speculation books for 2022, some stuff that we're looking forward to picking up more of, and maybe stuff maybe you guys should be taking a closer look at. You're probably already taking a closer look at it, but in case you're not, we're letting you know. Also, Zach's feeling a little bit under the weather, so no beer today because the doctor prescribed him water.
And Grogu, Baby Yoda.
It's hard water though.
Gets all those minerals in it.
It's hot. Water on the rocks.
Water on the rocks.
Right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Now, I think I'm gonna switch to kombucha beer. It's like 0.5. That's point of a 5.
I don't know if kombucha is actually a beer.
It's not beer. It does have alcohol in it, but just so little that it won't even matter.
It's like mouthwash status.
Even worse than that.
He's like, oh, I'm drinking so much kombucha. All right, guys. So, yeah, we'll get right into the comic action. This is kind of a, special episode. Okay, so like I said, Princess was on Whatnot on Christmas Day, and Tyler Kirkham did a special Whatnot auction. I think it was actually through Torpedo, if I remember correctly.
Mm-hmm.
I was like listening kind of in the background. I wasn't really in it, but they give away a bunch of stuff. They had a bunch of cool stuff, like they auctioned off the original art print for the Tyler Kirkham the Invincible One Omni-Man variant, which was really cool, and that went for like over $10,000. It was crazy, but they had mini mystery boxes where you could get, I was kind of confused whether it was going to be comics or art prints, but obviously by the looks of it, I think it's just art prints, but you had a chance to get some art prints that were signed, and then if it was rare enough, you would get some original art. So pretty cool stuff. So we're going to open this up and kind of see what's inside. I really dig Tyler Kirkham. I think he's a really good artist. He does a lot of covers, so you kind of got to get over that a little bit, but some of the ones you do are pretty amazing. So
He definitely goes hams on those covers.
Ham! Whammy!
I love ham.
You like some ham? Oh, okay. So right off the bat, some prints. Oh, looks like some original art. All right. Ooh, a couple of prints. Dude, these are freaking cool. See if you guys already saw that a little bit.
Don't give it away, Adam.
I know.
You gotta keep them wanting more.
All right.
Always come back.
So let's see here.
Guys.
This is a good size too. So we'll start here. First one, you've got the Immortal Hulk print. These are pretty big. I don't know what size you say these are, Zach.
They're usually about 11 by 17.
Is it? Okay. And then, so you got Tyler Kirkham, and it looks like it's signed in a gold signature. That is freaking amazing. These are cool enough. I normally don't like prints, but these are cool enough and big enough that they could go on a wall and look good. So
11 by 17 or 17 by 24, one of the two.
Something like that.
Something like that. Get out the tape measure.
Mean?
Price it. Yeah, it says on.
I don't know. Nah, just says the bundle. The bundle. But really cool. And then on the back of that, so it looks like there's 3 prints. In the back, this one's perfect for the princess. Got a nice Vampirella. Also, obviously, Tyler Kirkham. I didn't even know. I've never even seen him do a Vampirella cover before, but also signed in a nice silver signature on the bottom there by him. Kind of cool. He took time to, sign it in different colors depending on what worked with the cover.
Oh, absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
That is really cool.
That's really cool looking. We have to figure out. I think all these are books.
Yeah, that's probably a cover. That's a definitely cover.
It's definitely a cover.
Well, that one for sure. I'm not sure about the Vampirella. I don't think that's a cover.
I don't think those weren't limited, right? Just those two are regular. So this one's actually really cool. So there's a Batman print in here, and it's limited to 100, and they actually signed in marker the number. So this is number 90 out of 100, and it's signed this really cool signature there. Like I said, I haven't seen him draw Batman either that much. It's like mainly just Venom and Marvel characters. So he's branching out.
He might just specifically made that for as a poster, limited poster.
Yeah.
Never make any more than that.
Yeah, he did a good job on Batman. He does a really good job. And then on the back is a special thing that's really, really cool. And I'm going to have Zach explain it because he's the original art kind of guy.
I don't know everything, but it's pretty cool. The original way of doing it is you do one of the artists, or the artist does everything almost, does a prelim, a little sketch off the pencil, and then you take that scan usually and then refine it. Maybe do like a little bit more of a sketch of a pencil, and then you usually lay inks over that. So this is 2 steps before that, I believe. There might be another step in there, but who knows? It says right here, so you do it in a little form, so you kind of so you don't have to take up so much time. It's like not like this would be. You have to enlarge it 220% to get the same kind of size as this.
Oh,
maybe.
Okay.
Pretty close.
Yeah.
Actually, that would be a little bit bigger. Maybe enlarge the 220% to actually work on the next size. On maybe he does digital.
So it looks like it's a prelim from Green Lantern New Guardians #2. No, I think it's page 2, page 3, and then signed by Tyler Kirkham. So a prelim original art. So cool stuff though. Yeah.
It's a double page, yeah.
Yeah. So if you guys can see that, the pencil work on that's really, really cool.
If you don't keep up on your original art or how the styles do, you kind of forget how to explain it.
Mm-hmm.
There's a wraparound cover. There's splash pages. There's half splash. There's panel pages, which is pretty much most common.
Yeah.
There's pinups. There's pinups. Pinups.
You like those?
There's a lot. There's a lot to remember.
So really, really cool there. I think totally the box was worth it for $100. Get to support like an artist, so one that you like and enjoy. So really, really cool. So I don't know, check that out. Maybe next time it pops up, you get to see that. Maybe you can pick some of that stuff. Because a lot of artists don't part with all their artwork all the time. So
no, they like to hoard it.
Yeah, so wait for it to go up in value. So really cool. Good job, Princess. Those are her gains. Her gains. So like I said, we'll keep this video short, guys. We just had some really cool speculation we want to share with you guys going into starting into 2022. Princesses, actually, she just ordered this and got it eBay. One of the many outlets. Oh, that's not okay. So we'll start out with Princess's spec. She's got one book here for you. She wanted to share with you guys, and she was telling me about this before the show. And to be honest, I'm a little embarrassed. I didn't even know this book existed. So I'll let Zach read the information to you. I'm opening this up. We'll get into it, but
it looks like 6 first appearances, 2 origins, and a 21,000 print run.
Whoa.
Or less.
Whoa.
So it's the first appearance of Helldriver and Devil Rig. 7. Spirits of Vengeance who work to rid Texas town of vampire. First team appearance of Ghost Riders. So maybe it's 6 first appearances and 1 team appearance. Ghost Riders of Tomorrow. 2 Spirits of Vengeance from the future. First appearance of Native American Ghost Rider who sought vengeance for slaughtered tribes. First appearance of Ghost Flyer, a World War I pilot. First team appearance of Ghost Rider of World War II. First appearance of the Undead G-Man and Knuckles from the Prohibition days. Origin of the Spirit of Vengeance. That could be
important, yeah.
Origin of Zadkiel. That sounds like a demon. Zadkiel. If I didn't read that right, you can.
Which book is it?
It's a Ghost Rider 33.
Okay. From what year did that come out?
Normally I click on it, but it looks like it's probably 2017. I can't click on it. See, it's a screenshot.
Oh, it's a cool book. I mean, anytime you're speculating on Ghost Rider right now, it's really good idea with the MCU. We all know the Ghost Rider's coming to the MCU. Whether it's going to be, I think Nick Cage is going to show an appearance in one of these multiverse things, but they'll probably be picking out a different, probably the second Ghost Rider. Not Johnny Blaze, but
right.
Yeah, might be the second one. But any of the spec going along with it, I mean, he could be a movie. I almost think it'd be smarter to make him into a TV show because of all the different groups he runs around with. But anything attached to that. And Zach always says, if you have a book with like more than 2 or 3 first appearances in it, pick it up. There's no reason not to.
If it's cheap enough, do it.
Yeah, if it's cheap enough. And like value on that book's going for what, around $50 raw?
I actually didn't look that.
Yeah, I think it's about $50 raw. I didn't look ahead. I didn't even know about the book, so didn't look ahead of time to see what any graded versions of it go up for, but definitely keep an eye out for that book. I just learned about it today, so you guys learned about it as well if you didn't know.
2009, wow.
Okay. That's that's a good time.
Yeah.
10 years is a good time for books to take a huge jump, right? And that's the point when a lot of times I see shows tend to base on things that are about 10 years old. You go things that are like 2 or 3, a lot of times they don't copy that stuff. So.
Oh, absolutely.
All right. So next up, I got a spec here from me, and this is actually something that we came across recently, but this is Star Wars Legacy #1, and I think this is a really good spec, mainly because like about a year ago when we were looking at this book, it was really expensive. I thought it was like around $180, and it dropped a lot recently. So I think it has a lot of merit, a lot of value to it. So the main thing for it is first appearance of Darth Krayt, which is really, really cool. And it does have the second cover appearance of Darth Talon. Those are the 2 biggest characters in the book. For that book, there's about 4 or 5 other first appearances in it, which is really, really cool as well. But I think it's right now it's affordable. It's under $100 for a raw. It's around 300-ish or so for a 9.8, maybe a little bit more depending on what you're looking at. But Darth Krayt's a really cool character because he started out as like a Tusken, and his original name was Master Het. And basically, with the Obi-Wan Kenobi show coming out, or another one could be as well, he's connected to Obi-Wan Kenobi because that's when the Jedis are all killed off in Order 66. He goes back to Tatooine and basically just becomes a Tusken Raider again after he was already a Jedi. And that's when he meets Obi-Wan, and they kind of like get into a scuffle, and he kind of turns to the dark side and goes and finds like a holocron, Sith holocron, that turns him into Darth Krayt. So a lot of information to soak in, but I think it's dropped a lot. Like I said, I think we picked that up for what, $60 or less than that.
Yeah, it's really cheap,
and that's a newsstand version. So it's like if you find them that cheap, pick it up because those books are going to go back up. I feel like Legacy is going to be coming out somewhere in the next year with Disney Plus. It kind of seems like that's where it goes because it's kind of that right in between Clone Wars, like A New Hope. So it's kind of like important, I think, to get at that time. So
pretty good spec.
Yeah, I think so. Really cool. So last one I'm specking on, and this one I think everyone should know about as well, but I think there's still time to get in on this. That's the only reason I would go for it, is Web of Spider-Man 118. This is the second one we picked up. First appearance of Ben Reilly, obviously super hot character. I think there's a lot of room to grow in there. He could easily show up in the Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse #2, as well as he could show up in the MCU. If they ever want to switch out Spider-Man, again, I think they're going to go with Miles, but if they ever want to do something else, they could go with Ben Reilly. That would be kind of a cool little thing to do. But he's like the main character in the new Amazing Spider-Man run right now. So that book is still, you can find it for under 100 raw. Even though like lots, it's probably worth more than 100 raw, you can still find it for under 100 raw. And 9.8s are still going in that book, same like $300-400 in the 9.8, which is pretty crazy.
Reasonable too.
Yeah, totally reasonable, and it's a fantastic cover as well. Also, don't forget Amazing Spider-Man 149, which is the death of Jackal and the first appearance of the clone. So it really is Ben Reilly's first appearance, but he's not named at all in that issue, technically. So, but that book's going crazy too. It's going well over $100 now for that book. So,
and that was a book that when I started collecting, I don't really want.
Yeah,
now it's probably would have been a good idea to get.
Yeah, so not a bad book to get either. So those are my 2 specs for you guys in 2022. I know Zach's got a couple for you.
I'm probably only going to do one. Just
only one.
Yeah. So this is a Batman 619. I know I've talked about this. This is first an appearance of Hush, who is a.k.a. Thomas Elliot, who actually is first appearances in 10 issues before that. But what makes this one a little bit better is that it's a newsstand, and it's from 2003, November 2003. So it's probably about a 10% of what the print run is. Well, this one...
Oh, because of the newsstand, yeah.
And it's newsstand. And it's signed by, I think, Jeff Loeb.
Jeff Loeb.
Limited 2000, so it's even rarer. Not that many signatures done by Jeff Loeb and authenticated by Dynamite, I believe. Is it Dynamite? Yes, I think that's it. Not, I just made it up and it's true. Oh, Dynamic Forces. Dynamic.
Good spec though, yeah. Zach's been talking about Hush for like a long time. I think it almost be like a cool character to come out with the new like Robert Pattinson, like if they made like a follow up, like if they did a second one to what they're calling this one, The Batman, right?
Yeah.
The Batman. So like that'd be a cool, because they're going really dark, with the Court of Owls. That could lead right into that with Hush. That'd be, yeah. And it's still like, what's the price of the? You can still get that book for like $20, right?
Under. I mean, most copies you can get for $5. That one probably a little bit more because it's a newsstand.
Yeah.
And it's signed, but I think I paid $25 for that one.
Mm-hmm.
For right now, it's pretty inexpensive.
Cool. So yeah, we just sitting around shooting and then want to share some cool specs with you guys. So that's gonna wrap the show for today. And as always, guys, if you like the show, love the show, hit that subscribe button, hit the notification button so you always know when new things are going down. Hit the like button too. Don't forget about that. It's a little bit later in the day than we do, so my mind you get off work and you start going things right. But leave a comment down below. Give us let us know what one of your guys' specs is of 2022. We need to get some ideas, from you guys. Want to hear what you guys are thinking is going to be a pop-off book, which is going to go like crazy this year. We had some ideas last year. We did pretty good on the Vengeance #1. Anything else?
Yeah, you gotta share. And how you do that is you have to be named Riley Ryan. Yeah, 2 first names, no real last name. It's or is it Ridley Ryan? Ridley Ryan. And that's still a first name. Whatever. You're going around, you're trying to help people, you're hanging out with Carol Danvers, you're part of a flash mob or something like that for a second to defeat this Kraken thing. You come back, then this Kree thing messes around with you, and it gives you ability that I guess it gives you viruses or gives you part of one of the power stones. Or I only read recently about this, and then she becomes Star, and I guess she's kind of powerful, kind of not. That was going to be one of my specs, but then as I'm looking at the book, I don't remember that much about it. Yeah, that's how you become Star.
Star? A Star is Born?
Star. Yeah, this is bad. I tried to figure out everything about it, and was okay, I don't like this character, but she could be a nice little character to go along with the Marvels, later on as as an anti-hero.
I like that. All right, guys. Until we see you next time, remember, stay safe.
Get those gains.
Get 'em. And don't get sick.
Don't get sick.
Try not to get sick.
Yeah.